Tried pushing her your way, and look what happened.
This place is an experiment.
This school opened in 1921.
Yeah, well, all right then, it's a big experiment with my daughter.
Our daughter. Our daughter, who had a bit of a breakdown.
Shh. So hear you.
She knows she was ill, Rose. So she knows she failed to get into the school of your dreams.
Oh, that's right. Blame me.
It's not about blame. It's about doing what's best for Maddie.
One term and we'll review. I'm looking at this as rehab.
Try childhood.
You dumping me at boarding school 2 minutes from our house.
I'm not dumping you. I'm paying.
What with? Spanners? That's why I'm not getting out. You haven't got the money, have you?
I'll get it. I'm working on a plan. It'll all be sorted when I pick you up at the end of term.
End of term? Aren't you going to come and see me?
School don't like parents bugging kids during term time. Honestly, it's what they said.
The kids are long-haired weirdos. Hello? I'm not going to fit in here, Dad. Why have I got to come to this school?
Because I don't know what else to do with your son.
Teacher. You want Maddie to turn out like her?
I want Maddie to turn out like Maddie.
Doing my best for you, Ryan. Don't go getting chucked out again. Third time lucky, eh?
Your new head teacher, Maddie. Not him, her.
Excuse me, who exactly is in charge around here?
We all are. I'm Stella, Maddie's buddy. You can say your goodbyes now if you want. I'll look after her.
No.
Yes.
Mum?
This is for you, darling.
Amanda! Thanks, Mum.
Right, keep it switched on. I put the charger in your case. There's some money. It's for emergencies only. It's a list of things to do. Hug for Mum. Now work hard, yeah? Keep on top of your lessons, and if you don't like it here, then you can come home.
It'll be fine, Mads. Okay? Don't worry about anything. Just have fun. Okay?
But, Dad...
Love you. Huh?
Love you too, Dad.
Okay.
This is Matt. We call him Yoga Matt. He's your house parent and responsible adult.
The locker is for your valuables, and Matt can look after your key if you want. He's your house parent.
Giving up parents, and I don't need no body thanks. All the same, Ned.
Everyone can climb that tree. Just not the big beech, because basically it's enormous. I brought in a rule about not climbing it when it's raining.
What are you on about?
The school rules. We make them. And sometimes we break them.
Kids make up the rules.
We're meeting here twice a week. Talk about stuff. Propose new rules. Everybody votes. And if enough people agree, the rule is made law.
So what? We had a school council at my last school. The SWATs yapped away, but still the teachers did everything their way.
It's not like that here. The teachers are just part of the community. Same as us. It's one person, one vote or something. Hey, get out. No skateboards allowed indoors. It wrecks the floors for everyone else.
Sorry.
A kid made up that rule.
Yeah. Carmen. She got splinters.
Okay, then. I'm gonna say I don't have to go to lessons.
Someone already did. The man who started Summerhill. He thought the kids should only go to lessons if they wanted to.
So, I don't have to go to lessons?
You don't have to do anything you don't want to. That's the whole point of Summerhill.
And there's the drama studio. Hi, I'm Heather. Come up, we're playing pirates. I'm being Tiger Lily. Climbing trees is dangerous. He says. Hi, Mum. Yes, I'm fine. Yes, the phone's working great. Ahoy there! Enemy sighted at 3 o'clock. Heather, we played it already. Let's do Mama's on the rock. No, it's the real enemy. Hope's coming on board. Peter! Mom? Ah! Yeah, take that! Not him. Them! It's an invasion! There's hundreds of them! Who are they? Office for Standards and Education. Ofsted.
Please remember, you are not educational philosophers, but school inspectors. Even if Summerhill might not feel like a school, it is registered as one, and as such, has to meet certain minimum standards. The key to a successful inspection will be to remain absolutely focused on the big question. And that is?
Are the children getting an adequate education? And if not, why not?
Precisely, Myrtle. Precisely. So, you know the drill. Quantifiable attainments, value-added improvements, precise targets.
Bullseye! That's so out of order. I'm going to bring you up for that, Peter.
This isn't right, Len.
I'm afraid it is. Ofsted wrote to say they were coming for a 3-day inspection.
No, I didn't mean that. They've been in virtually every year for the past 9 years, but they've never sent in 8 inspectors before. Len, I think this is a hit squad. Somebody somewhere's got bored with waiting for us to do things the government's way.
What are you doing, Zoe?
Not going quietly.
Come on, everyone line up outside the fire assembly.
Good job, fire committee.
Roger Wharton.
Sorry, Redhead, but call me Zoe. Everyone else does.
Mrs. Redhead, we will need the attendance roll for lessons.
We haven't got one.
So the pupils are still allowed to choose whether or not they go to lessons.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Children don't have to go to a single lesson the whole time they're at Summerhill.
Does she mean that? You bet.
All lessons remain optional.
All lessons remain optional.
We'd like to observe lessons as soon as possible.
Sorry, we haven't got any today, but you're welcome to observe sign-up.
You sign up for lessons. It's still up to you whether you actually turn up or not. But if and when you do come along to learn and participate fully. It's not fair on the other guys if you come in here and mess about. If you want to do that, there's plenty of room out there. Now, Leonard's top tip for the new guys. Playing is the most important thing you will do here at Summerhill. Make time for it. Right, I need your sheets back by this afternoon, please. And when I've drunk a couple of buckets of coffee and wrapped a wet towel around my head, I will write out your personal timetables.
I'm only doing English and woodwork, of course.
Of course. You're building your boat. Thank you, Peter. What about you, Ryan? It's Ryan. What about a bit of astronomy, Ryan? You know, stars at night? Get to join up the dots?
No.
What about a language? Plenty of opportunity for conversation?
No.
We do a nice line of magic tricks, bike mechanics, cricket.
No, no, and no. I don't want to sign up to any lessons.
Nice man. Brian, didn't you just say you weren't interested?
No.
Okay. Bye for now, then.
See you later.
Sorry that took so long. I do hope I sound better in translation. Now, has anybody got any questions? Maddie?
How much are we allowed to sign up for?
Well, as much as you like, really. As many as you think you'll be happy with. Yeah, as many as you like.
Yes! No lessons! Come on! Yes! Yes! No lessons! Yes!
Hi, Maddie. How was sign up? I didn't go to any lessons the first year I was here. Oh, I couldn't do that. I've got to keep on top of things. Hi, Mum. Oh, yes, I'm just signing up for lessons. All my subjects are here. They even do Japanese. Yes, okay, I will. English, maths, science, geography.
Will you come back to lessons?
Probably.
Probably. I see.
You have an approximate time scale for probably?
A couple of weeks in most cases. Sometimes it's months before the boredom and curiosity factors set in. Could be years.
Years? Children don't have years.
Exactly why A.S. Neil thought childhood was so precious. Excuse me.
The late Mr. Neil's philosophies are all very interesting, I'm sure, but what about the day-to-day practicalities? What strategies have you put in place to support children like him?
We don't use strategies as such. I do hope you'll experience some of the Summerhill magic while you're here.
I'm sorry, but I can't see magic here on my tick list.
No.
I cried a lot when I first came here. You'll get into it. It's brilliant fun.
I don't think so.
Does she ever let you alone? This will cheer you up.
What will?
Lights out in half an hour. Yes, Stella. Do you want to go downtown for fish and chips tomorrow?
I'm broke.
Lights out.
Where'd you get this from?
My mum. She's a lawyer.
Mine works abroad. What do you reckon's this place, then?
Some of the kids are a bit weird.
Check Peter out. Invisibility cloak. How old is he? 6. And there's a £5.
I've only got a £20 note, and it's for emergencies only.
Like what? Don't worry.
Maddie! How was your first night?
Come on.
Still up for time.
I thought you were skinned.
Yeah, well, forgot I had this.
Welcome to a school meeting. Meeting come to order! Everyone, sit down and shut up!
Shh. We're here to inspect the school.
Quiet, please.
I want to bring up Peter for throwing a water.
Hang on. There's an agenda. You'll have to wait.
I want to bring up Heather and Peter for sneaking out last night and waking me up.
Sorry, Stella's case next.
Okay, I'm going to speak for Maddie as ombudsman. She saw Ryan taking £20 from her cupboard.
You liar!
Shh. Don't crosstalk.
Ryan, just tell us your side of the story.
I didn't take nothing.
You did?
Peter.
Ryan was skint last night. Today he was flashing a 20. Just check his pockets. He stuffed it in there.
Look, only do it if you want to.
I haven't got a money.
Maddie says Ryan asked to borrow money last night and she told him her mum had given her £20.
Why are you hiding behind her?
Order! How do we know that Ryan took Maddie's money?
I saw him coming out of our room last night. Ryan, it looks pretty obvious you did it.
Found it outside. Oh. I found it outside.
Yeah?
Kind of improbable that you find £20 lying around really randomly. I believe in you, girl.
Sam, stop cross-talking. If you want to say something, put your hand up. Yeah?
You shouldn't go inside us to take things.
New kids always go a bit wild.
I did.
Okay, then be fine. Shut up.
I propose Ryan gets a strong warning.
Stella?
What about Maddie? She's lost £20. That's a lot.
I propose that Ryan is fined £20.
Yeah?
It could be taken out of his pocket money. How about we say £2 a week?
Okay. Any more hands? No? Okay, I'm going to take the proposals. So there is 2 proposals against each other. All those in favour of a strong warning for Ryan. So all those in favour of Ryan being fined £20 and the money goes to Maddie. All against all. Ryan is being carried that you're fined £2 a week for the next 10 weeks. Next. Hang on, you can't leave without the permission of the chair. Can't be fined for Ryan.
I'm worried about that boy.
We really must see some lessons, Myrtle.
You're supposed to ask permission before leaving the meeting.
Really, the impertinence.
Okay, meeting closed.
Hey, Maddie. Look at your sign-up sheet. Thank you. Oh. You sure about these, Maddie? Don't you want to do any of the fun activities? That's old man Neil. He believed passionately that children have rights, that you're not owned by your teachers or your parents.
This is what I want to do.
Freedom's a big thing to deal with, Maddie. You're not used to having it.
Thought you wanted to be mates.
I do.
You grasped me off.
Well, you stole the money. Are you all right, Peter? Are you okay? Oh my gosh, are you okay? Hello, Mum.
Dad, let me in. Dad, where
Daddy, I can help you make a proper wooden one. Later, if you like.
Thanks, but I've got a lesson.
Come on, Dad. Pick up the phone. Come on. Come on.
Promised it'd be different this time. Instead, he sold the ass and he's disappeared.
I'm sure there'll be a simple explanation. Ryan, it's okay. It's all right to cry.
Who's gonna look after me now?
We are.
Oh, yeah. That's a lie too. Because the kids are going to chuck me out the next meeting, and you know it.
Oh, there you are. The classrooms are deserted.
That's because they're all in there. Again.
I can't observe if there's nothing to observe.
Morning. It's been passed that it can come in. This is a special meeting to sort out what happened with Ryan.
You were quite right about that boy, Myrtle. He'd need supervision and structure.
Thank you. It wasn't a fight. Peter never lifted a finger. Ryan just kept kicking him.
Len? I can't remember anything like this. Well, perhaps once. I proposed Ryan sent home for a week.
I don't think that's long enough. He's a pain.
Send him home for the rest of the term.
It is getting serious, but I say bullies list for 3 days is enough.
If he has to stay here and live with people who are fed up with him, he'll get the point quicker.
Yes?
He went downtown on his own too, and house kids aren't allowed to do that.
Yeah, he should be gated for that.
But he doesn't know all the rules.
He can read the rule book.
Anybody else got anything to say?
I know I got up people's noses when I started here.
Yes, you were right, little toe rag.
But you didn't try to break anyone's nose.
All right, I didn't hit anyone. But I nicked stuff. Broke whatever I could get my hands on.
And that was just the first week.
Kids have issues and get angry. I was angry back then, and Ryan's angry now. He's got stuff going on in his life, and maybe he'll talk to someone about it. But he won't if we just chuck him out. I propose that Ryan gets a strong warning for hitting me, and is gated for a week for going out of school on his own.
OK, we've got 3 proposals against each other. All those in favour of Ryan being sent home for a week? All those in favour of Ryan being suspended for a term? All those in favour of a strong warning for hitting Peter and a gating for a week for going downtown on his own? All against all? It's carried. Ryan, you've got a strong warning and you're gated for a week, OK? Thanks, everybody. It's morning tea now, and then lessons start for the term.
They're only cheering because they know they don't have to go.
Today, we're going to write obituaries.
What's them?
Well, it's
Obituary means a tribute to somebody who's recently died. Like a hero or someone brave or famous.
Correct.
I don't know any famous dead people.
Well, we don't have to worry about the real dead people. We're going to try and imagine the kind of life the person sitting next to us might live. Heather, can you start?
What about Peter? the first boy to circumnavigate the globe in a bucket boat made in the Summerhill workshop.
Excellent start. Maddie? I'm sorry, I know you don't know these reprobates very well. So, how would you describe your life in, let's say, 70 years' time? Maddie? Just top of the head stuff. Don't worry about it too much, Maddie. Just let your imagination play. Let it play with shining, fulfilled, happy lives. Visit the wildest recesses of your imagination and just say hello.
And that is how Maddie Harper, the famous navigator, died.
Whoa, slow down, Peter.
Died the moment after discovering a glittering island at the edge of the world. You rang my mum.
We don't contact parents unless it's a life and death emergency. And even then, not always. I turned it off while you were asleep.
I've got to get back to lessons. Now what?
I don't know. It's improvisation, so we'll make it up as we go along.
Rather sums up the place, I fear.
Maddie, do you want to help write the next bit?
How about, oh, Mummy, oh, Daddy, you think I'm so sweet and so good, but inside I'm evil.
Can we say that?
Of course we can. It's drama. Make-believe. So, what happens next? Maddie?
Perhaps you can ask your mum what she thinks.
Maddie, you got an idea?
Hi, Maddie. This is the 7th message I've left you. Please, when you get this, ring me straight away.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl called Cinderella who had a lot of issues with her parents.
Mother, I don't have problem with Daddy anymore. I killed him last summer.
She was, in the olden days, before child counselling and happy time medication, seething with inner rage.
Basically, I'm really disturbed.
Die, 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 die!
Rose. Rose. No. Look, if Maddie's turned off her mobile phone, then that's her business. No. No, I can't ask her to turn it back on. Well, that's not how we do things.
It's starving.
He's shaking.
probably cold as well as starving.
Him. It's a boy. We've got to find him something to eat, Peter.
Apparently you can use droppers to feed wild baby rabbits. Normal milk's all right for now, but it might be better to get something called kitten replacement milk. Here. Thanks.
Cheers, Mrs. Inspector.
Perfect for dissection practice. Thanks, Ryan.
Cut it out.
Try these droppers.
Thanks. You hold him, and I'll feed him.
So, Ned, how do you know that the boiled sweet contains sucrose?
Because it didn't react with Benedict solution. It would have if I boiled it with dilute hydrochloric acid and then neutralised it with sodium hydrogen carbonate.
Do you know why it doesn't give a reaction?
Because the reactive bits on two glucose molecules have been joined together to make sucrose, and sucrose isn't a reducing sugar.
The plant makes it like that so that it doesn't damage the proteins in its stem, like glucose itself would. I used to be a science teacher myself. He is super. Are you hoping for university?
No, just some GCSEs for now.
GCSEs? But he's working at A-level standard.
Ned only started coming to lessons last year.
That's impossible, surely.
When children decide they want to learn, they go like rockets.
That thing dead yet?
Yeah, that's fine. Just give me a jar. Look, they're too close together. You should spread them out a bit more.
The inspectors don't like the school. They can shut it down, can't they?
If the government wanted to close Summerhill, they'd have done it years ago.
Have I missed the meeting?
You're for the high jump.
Oh, no. Sorry, I lost track of the time.
I've heard from all the others.
Of course, Roger. Sorry. Baby rabbits only require feeding once a day. Sorry. Right. Here we are. Observations.
Are the children getting a proper education?
It depends on what you mean by proper education.
One that generally includes going to lessons.
There's one 14-year-old who's attained A-level standards in the sciences. And judging by those photographs, he's not the only academic high flyer.
Children who are inclined to learn are one thing. But what about the rest of them? They're allowed to fall behind. This is a failing school, Myrtle.
But what about the good things? I've written lots on citizenship, anti-bullying, inclusiveness.
Our job isn't to inspect children's democracies.
But what about the way the community has dealt with Ryan? You know, that boy. They've embraced him. I don't pretend to understand Summerhill, and it's certainly not perfect, but there's something about this place.
Magic?
Oh, sorry. Not disturbing anything, am I?
Not at all. Shall we step out for a moment?
We're going into the woods. Who wants to come? Peter?
I'm starting on the ship's mast.
How about you, Maddie?
All right.
Yes, come on. Ooh.
Look, Summerhill is on the TBW list and has been for years.
TBW? Well, that explains all the inspections. We're pecking them to death.
I need to present our findings to Mrs. Redhead.
TBW.
Maddie!
Mum.
What's going on?
Playing.
What?
I'm playing.
Yes, I can see that. And you're climbing trees, which I've banned you from doing. It's dangerous. Why aren't you answering your phone? And why aren't you in class? I told you to go to lessons.
It's like the exam. When I write, my head seizes up. Like I'm being blown up from the inside. Just can't.
Or won't.
That's not true, Mum. Please, listen.
All right, go and pack your things, Maddie. We're going home.
No! I love it here. I'm happy.
Now! Do as I tell you.
Get off me!
You must ensure that pupils are fully engaged in study across a broad and balanced curriculum.
But we listen to what each of our children wants to learn about, and then we tailor-make our curriculum and timetables to suit them. I mean, the school fits the child. That's Summerhill.
With respect, Mrs. Redhead, you don't really believe a child can be trusted to know what's best for them, surely?
That's exactly what we believe. Children can't fulfill their true potential if they're not free to be themselves.
How can children fulfill their potential if they don't attend lessons on a regular basis?
Oh. This is what this is about, isn't it? Forcing children into classrooms.
Don't even bother sending your children here.
These are Her Majesty's inspectors.
Well, lucky her. Do you know that the teachers tell the kids they needn't bother going to lessons?
Maddie made the decision herself.
She's 11. How does she know what's best for her?
Because she's got a mind of her own.
I am withdrawing my daughter with immediate effect.
You must ensure adequate provision is made for pupils with dyslexia. So, to sum up, Summerhill has many shortcomings, but the root cause of these defects is non-attendance at lessons. And this is likely to adversely affect children's future prospects.
That's just not true.
It is our opinion.
So, what happens next?
I submit the report, then Ofsted decide what to do next. I think you can expect to see me again in a matter of days, Mrs. Redhead.
There you go. You're safe now. Ben! Fire! Over there!
It's the workshop, Ryan. Run to the office, quick as you can!
Fire! At the workshop!
Peter's missing.
He's in the workshop.
Will! I can see him, he's over there!
Peter!
Will!
Everyone back!
Will,
no! Everyone, get all the buckets you can get your hands on and fill them up in the pool!
Peter! Peter!
It's gonna be okay.
How did it start?
We don't know. Ryan raised the alarm.
I bet some little hooligan started this deliberately. Well, somebody must have seen something.
I saw Ryan. He did it.
Maddie? Are you certain?
It's Will and Peter who's 11. Two inside. Any idea how it started?
We think it was Ryan.
I didn't do it.
Maddie's a witness.
Arson. Suspect identified.
We can't leave until the morning. We have to give the police a witness statement, Maddie.
I don't want to.
I know, darling. I'll get you home as soon as I can. It's just that you're the only one who saw Ryan start the fire. I think the police are trying to contact his parents now.
His mum works abroad.
Well, she'd better hurry up and get back, because that boy's in big trouble.
Well, the police are here. No, Jed. I don't want you to come. I'm taking over now. You've done enough damage.
I understand you have no contact details for either of Ryan Goater's parents.
Ryan's father will be in touch.
Well, until he does, Child Protection Services has a duty to look after him.
But he's the school's responsibility during term time.
So you're happy to take responsibility for Ryan if he did start a fire?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, we've never had this sort of thing before.
Oh, come on. This is the do-as-you-like school for difficult children, isn't it?
This is a democratic school for all kids. Right, the community will listen to what Ryan's got to say in the meeting, and then we'll make a decision on what to do for the best.
I don't think you understand. If Ryan is charged with deliberately starting a fire, I will be removing him from school today. A bunch of kids chatting about it won't save the day.
Do you know what? It often does.
Sorry.
You'd be amazed what happens when you trust in kids and their instincts. Sally, yeah? Instead of believing everything you've read about us, why don't you come to the meeting?
I'll discuss your request with Sergeant Mills.
Sorry. I didn't do it.
Hey. Trust them.
Quiet! This is another special meeting. We've got to talk about the fire. First, we need to vote in a few people. Hang on. Where's Maddie?
I'll go find her. I'd like to propose her mother comes in as well.
All those in favour of Maddie's mother attending? Against? That's carried. Mrs. Roberts and Sergeant Mills would like to come in. All in favour that they can come in? Against? That's also carried.
You've been invited into the school meeting. We'd very much appreciate it if Maddie could tell us what happened.
No, there isn't time. We're just waiting for the police to interview her and then we're leaving.
Ryan insists he didn't do it, and that Maddie isn't telling the truth.
What? Maddie? Will you get those things out your ears? Let's put everybody straight.
This is really serious.
Like, hugely serious. Ryan could have killed Will and Peter.
Mary, let me chair this.
Sorry, Sam.
Ryan's in big trouble, and he says he didn't start the fire. Maddie says she saw him. Could you tell the meeting what you saw, Maddie?
Go on.
I finished making my fob for the sign-out board, and I was just hanging around, and I saw Ryan pouring the tin of varnish on the campfire.
She's lying, Peter. It wasn't me. I never do anything like that. Is this because of the money?
What money? What's he talking about?
I'm sorry, but visitors aren't allowed to talk in meetings.
Really?
The meeting fined Ryan for stealing £20 from Maddie.
It's another thing you didn't tell me about.
I don't know if the community can cope with Ryan.
I agree. It's not just Peter's boat that got banned. What about the workshop?
I propose we send Ryan home for good.
Hold on, before we string him up, let's give Ryan a chance to say something.
I never did it. I wasn't even there. I was sorting out my rabbit hutch near Len's caravan. I was listening to those inspectors going on about the school or something.
Is on the TBW list and has been for years.
And I seen the flames. So I ran and I knocked on Len's door.
Len!
That's it. Honest. Okay, I admit it. I stole the money, all right? I'm sorry. I nicked stuff. But I don't start fires. You've got to believe me, I didn't do it.
Okay, Ryan's saying one thing and Maddie's saying another. I don't know who to believe now.
I believe Maddie. Ryan's always in trouble. I think he should go home for the rest of the term.
But we don't definitely know he did it, Min. There's no evidence.
We don't know if Ryan started the fire or not. But if he did, he's in serious trouble anyway.
Well, if the fire's deliberate, yes. I mean, Summerhill's subject to the laws of the land like everywhere else, and after this meeting, the police take over.
If the police decide Ryan did it, what will happen to him?
He'll become a looked-after child.
But Matt already looks after him.
No, Lucy, it means that he'll be taken away from here. See that lady over there? She's a social worker. She'll take him into care.
But why can't he just go home? What about his mum and dad?
Ryan's mum's not around at the moment. We're not sure where his dad is.
Maddie?
I lied. It was me.
What are you talking about? Sit
No,
down.
Mum. Let me talk. I wanted to burn my fob on the campfire, but it wasn't catching, so I threw the tin of varnish on. I never meant to burn the workshop down.
She's not herself. She's had a shock.
No, Mum. I have to say something. Before I came here, I was really badly stressed, and I still can't deal with writing and tests and stuff. But this place is just so cool, and I got my head around just going to the lessons I wanted to go to. I was feeling good about myself for the first time in ages. Until you turned up.
Maddie.
That's why I wanted to burn my fob, because I knew I wouldn't need it anymore. Mum told me she was taking me away from Summerhill, and I just lost it. I just lost it completely. Because I'm desperate to stay. I'm sorry I lied. And Peter, I'm sorry about your arm. And your boat.
That was very brave of you, Maddie.
That was very brave, Maddie. But it doesn't bring back Peter's boat.
And Maddie did try to pin the blame on Ryan. We need to find him, Maddie.
There's no point, lest we know that Maddie's mum's going to let us stay.
You're very lucky, Maddie. The police aren't taking it any further.
What about Ryan?
Well, they're still not sure what will happen at the end of term and if his father doesn't turn up, but Ryan can stay for now. You ready to go?
I want to stay.
No, you're coming home with me.
They want to give me a chance, Mum. Unlike you.
Maddie, I give you lots of chances. I worked so hard to give you a good life.
And I got one. Here. You and Dad sent me to Summerhill. Good decision. Now let me stay.
I don't know that I can do that.
They're going to give me a fine. Let me work it out. I've got to make it up to them. I want to do the right thing, Mum.
Maddie, I can't...
Just until the end of term, then. Mum, please.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure, but I'm sure. Let me decide something for myself. Even if it's just this once. Then I'll never ask you for anything ever again, and I'll do everything you say. I promise. Cross my heart. Mum?
All right, Maddie. You can stay. Only till the end of term, yes?
Thanks, Mum. This means so much to me.
Just look after yourself.
I will. You too, Mum. And tell Dad I miss him.
Maddie,
I said sorry.
you lost something.
this ruling, it's safe to say that liberty and learning go hand in hand at Summerhill, which seems to me entirely appropriate.
The children from Summerhill describe it as the happiest school in the world, and judging from the scenes here today, they might well be right.
We have said all along that we're not trying to close Summerhill. Thank you.
You've come to take me home, haven't you?
Maddie, my problem with Summerhill...
Oh, Mum, you can't.
Maddie, my problem with Summerhill is more to do with me than anything else. I like everything neat and organised. I like lists and targets. I'm a control freak. Let's face it, it's like having an inspector in the family. Summerhill is golden, rumpled, cheerful, laid back. It's nothing like me. No wonder you love it so much.
No.
No, it's okay. I know who I am. But you don't know who you are yet. So go back to Summerhill and find out. I do love you, Maddie. I just don't find it very easy to show it.
Oh, Mum, you just have.
Yeah.
I can stay, Ryan. I can come back next term, and the term after that. Ryan, what's wrong?
No one can find my dad. The social worker's coming for me tomorrow.
What about next term?
I'll be in school near to where my care is.
I don't want you to go.
I don't either, Maddie.
I want you to meet our new science teacher. Oh. And I think you're going to approve. Myrtle's taken over from Emma.
Oh, that's terrific.
I'm planning to stay here until I can no longer tell my permanganate from my plutonium. Only joking.
Come on.
Come on.
Three, 2, 1, go!
There you go, boy.
Aren't you launching the boat?
Just been feeding dinner.
Ryan, there's someone to see you.
All right.
Dad! Dad, where have you been?
I lost my job at the garage. An opportunity came up in Dubai. God, you should see that place.
You should have rung.
But you said it'd be better if I left Ryan with you for the term.
Well, I think you took it rather literally.
What about the house? You sold it.
I had to, Ryan. It's all part of the plan.
What stupid plan was that?
Do you like it here, Ryan?
I love it.
Ryan's fees. I'm sorry they're late.
I think you've made a mistake.
The office said if I wanted to pay 5 years in advance, that's the cost.
5 years?
You mean I can stay here till I'm 16?
Well, that's if they'll have you. Has he been any trouble?
None at all.
That's all right, isn't it, son?
Yeah, Dad. It's all right.
Now, where's that Barbie? I'm so hungry I could eat a horse stuffed between two pea-soaked mattresses.
Ready? Where's Ryan?
Move!
We've got to launch.
Maddie!
He's here. Okay, let's go.